Welcome back. So today we are going to study practice set 3.5 of the chapter Polynomials. Very easy chapter, very easy exercise. First two questions are similar to what we have done in the previous exercise. So let us understand what is the first question. Find the value of the polynomial. So we have to find out the value of polynomial, which we have done in the previous exercise also. Okay, the polynomial is 2x minus 2x cubed plus 7 using the given values of x. So the values of x are given to you. X is equal to 3, x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 0. So these three values you have been given and you have to put these three values in the given polynomial. Like if I have written px, p of x is, why I have written x? Because there are x variables here. So I have written p of x is equal to 2x minus 2x plus 7. 2x minus 2x cubed plus 7. Now first is what? X when x is equal to 3. So I've written when x is equal to 3. What will happen to our equation? This will become p in place of x I'll put 3 is equal to 2 into 3 minus 2 into 3 cube plus 7. So this becomes p of 3 is equal to 2 3s are 6 minus 2 into 3 cube is 27 plus 7. So 6 minus 27 2s will be 54 plus 7. But as I've told you earlier, when you have subtraction and addition, you add first. So you'll do 6 plus 7 minus 54. Okay, so when you do this, what do you get? 6 plus 7 will be 13 minus 54. Now when you subtract 13 from 54, what will you get? 41. But the sign of a bigger number, so minus 41. So this is your p. This is your p of 3. Okay. Now how will you find out p of minus 1? Now we have been given the second value. So now second will be what? In the second part it will be when. So now I'll solve using when x is equal to minus 1. Okay, now when x is equal to minus 1, what will happen to my polynomial? This will become p of minus 1 is equal to, here in this 2, in place of x I will put minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 cube plus 7. Okay, now let us see what answer will get. First you have to solve this bracket. Minus 1 cube you will solve and then you will multiply with this. Okay, so first you will solve the bracket. Now cube of minus 1. Okay, cube of minus 1 will be minus 1. I have told you, when the power is odd, then your answer will also be having the negative sign, whatever sign it is having. Okay, so this minus this 2, since minus 1 cube, so minus 1 plus 7. Now this is minus 2, minus into minus plus 2 ones are 2. We don't take a sign of a bigger number when we multiply. I hope you all know this. Plus 7. Now minus 2 plus 2 is 0 plus 7. So 0 plus 7 will be 7. Okay. Now next, when x is equal to 0. So what do we do now? In place of x, we put 0. So this becomes 2. In place of 0, x I have put 0 minus 2 into 0 cube plus 7. 2 into 0 will be 0 minus 2 into cube of 0 will be 0 plus 7. So 0 minus 2 into 0 will be 0 plus 7, which will give me answer as 7. Okay, so the three values are minus 41, 7 and 7. Now the second question says, for each of the following polynomial, find p of 1, p of 0 and p of minus 2. So they have given you three different polynomials and you have to find out the three values for every polynomial. Like the first question is p of x is x cubed. Okay, this is a given polynomial, and for this given polynomial you have to find out all these three values. Okay, so I have found out all the three values. I have already solved it for you because we have all done all these things in the previous exercise also. Okay, so I will not waste much of time here if I solve it earlier, but before only. So I have done it for you. Now p in place of x we are going to put 1, so 1. Okay, x cube, so in place of x 1 cube will be 1. Okay, next here. We need to find out p of 0. So p of 0 is equal to, what is a polynomial here? In this polynomial, we'll go substitute the value of 0. So p of 0 is x cube, 0 cube. 0 cube will be 0. And lastly, p of minus 2. So in place of x, we are going to put minus 2. In place of x, we are going to put minus 2. So here, minus 2 cube. Now cube of 2 is 8, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Okay, now sign. I've told you if this power is like odd number, then the same sign will come here. If this power is even number, then opposite side will come. So once we get answer as 1, 0 and minus 8, we substitute it here. We write it down the final answer. P of 1 is 1, P of 0 is 0 and P of minus 2 is 8. Then we move toward the second question. Now what do we have in the second question, children? We have p of y is equal to y square minus 2y plus 5. Okay, now again for this I'll find out all the three values 1, 0 and minus 2, right? So first I'll place 1 in place of y. So 1 square minus this 2 is as it is. Okay, and in place of this y I have written 1 because you are supposed to find out p of 1 plus 5. Now 1 square is 1 minus 2 ones are 2 plus 5. Now I have told you earlier only when you have minus and plus you will add first. So first number we write here plus 5 and minus 2 we write behind. So 1 plus 5 is 6 and minus 2. So 6 minus 2 will be 4. Now next we have to find out p of 0. So here I will put 0, here we will put 0 and here we will put 0. So that's how I substitute. Y square means 0 square, 2y means 2 into 0 plus 5. 0 square is 0 minus 2 zeros is 0 plus 5. So when you solve this, you get answer as 5. Similarly, p of minus 2. So in place of y, I am going to put minus 2 at these two places. Okay, so minus 2 square, okay, minus this 2 and this 5. Instead of this y, I have written minus 2 because we have to substitute minus 2. Okay, so minus 2 plus 5. Now, square of minus 2. So the power is even. Yes, so when we have even power, the sign will change. So minus will become plus. 2 square will be 4. Now this is multiplication. 2 2s are 4. Minus into minus plus. This is plus 5. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. So we have written final answers. P of 1 is 4, P of 0 is 5 and P of minus 2 is 13. Now we have one more example. So for the next one, Px is equal to x raised to 4 minus 2x square minus x. Now here we have to substitute 1, 0 and minus 2. So let us substitute 1 first. So when I substitute 1 in place of x, here also 1, here also 1 and here also 1. So 1 raised to 4 minus 2, 1 square minus 1. Square of 4 times 1 will be 1 only, minus 2 square of 1 will be 1 minus 1. Now 1 minus 2 ones are 2 minus 1. Now 1 minus 1 will become 0 and what will remain is minus 2. Now how do I find out P of 0? Now for P of 0 I have 0 raised to 4. I'll substitute 0 in place of all the x here. Okay, so when I substitute this, square 4 times of 0 will be 0 minus 2. I write as it is. Square of 0 is going to be 0 minus 0. 0. Now here 2 zeros are 0 minus 0. So everything becomes 0. Lastly, we have minus 2. So here I'll put minus 2, here minus 2, here minus 2 and here minus 2. At all the 4 places I have minus 2. Okay, see you have to be very careful. X raised to 4. So minus 2 raised to 4. This minus is different. Okay, this is minus 2, this, and x square means minus 2 square. Again, this is another minus, and for this x we have minus 2. So minus 2 raised to 4 will be 16. How? See, 4 times 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. And since this is an even power, the sign changes and it becomes opposite sign. Okay, now minus 2. Now minus 2 square will be 4, minus into minus plus, so plus 2. Okay, now 16 minus 4 2s are 8 plus 2. Now 16 plus 2 are 8 first, minus 8. 16 plus 2 is 18, minus 8, which is 10. So finally I write down all the three answers, p of 1, p of 0 and p of minus 2. Third question, if the value of polynomial is 12 for m is equal to 2, then find the value of a. Here they are not telling us to find out the answer. They have already given us the answer. See, the polynomial is this, and the value of this polynomial is 12, means answer is already given to us, and the value of m is what? 2. This is what they are saying. You have to find out this a. So how do we solve? Let us write out whatever we understand from this given sum. Okay, now p of m is this. So now m is what? 2. So I'll write down p of 2 cube plus 2 into 2 plus a. Okay, now answer is given as 12, that means p of 2 is going to be 12, right? We don't see, when you will solve this, no, you will get answer as 12, right? That means p of 2 is 12. This 12 answer is given to you already. So p of 2 is 12, cube of 2 is 8 plus 2 2s are is 4 plus a. Okay, so this becomes 12 is equal to 8 plus 4 is 12 plus a. When this 12 will come here, it will become minus. So 12 minus 12 is equal to a. So 12 minus 12 will be 0. So a is equal to 0. So our answer is what? A is equal to 0. So we'll write out the final statement. The value of a is 0. In the fourth question, we are supposed to find out the value of m. This is similar to the third question, which we have already studied. Here the polynomial is given. P of minus 1 is given. P of minus 1 is given. That means we are going to substitute minus 1 in place of x. And answer is also given. You have to find out the value of n. So this is similar to what we have done earlier. Let us try to solve it. P of minus 1, I'll write down m into minus 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 plus 3. Okay, in place of x I've put minus 1 here. Okay, now m. Minus 1 square will be 1 because our power is even. So this minus will turn to plus. Minus 2 into 1 is 2. Minus into minus is plus. And this is plus 3. Okay, p of minus 1 is given to us as 7. So this will come 7. Now m into 1 will be m. 2 plus 3. So this is m is 7 is equal to m plus 5. So 7 minus 5 is equal to m. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 is equal to m. So m is equal to 2. This is our final answer. Okay, let us proceed further. Fifth sum is based on the factor theorem. Factor theorem is something new which you all have not studied. Okay, now using this fact, what is it saying? Divide the first polynomial. You have to divide this first polynomial with the second polynomial and find out the remainder. Now this we have done already in the previous exercises. First time when we did, it was by the normal division method, and second time when we did, it was by the synthetic division method, which we did in the previous exercise. Now according to factor theorem, how are we going to do it? It is very, very easy, children. It is easier than the previous two methods. So how you have to do is, you first have to write down the polynomial. You have to write down p of x is equal to, like this, p of x is equal to x square minus 7x plus 9, and then your divisor is x plus 1. Okay, so you have to take the opposite of this plus 1. So opposite of plus 1 will be minus 1. So we will take x is equal to minus 1. Okay, so opposite of this plus 1 is minus 1, and this minus 1 we are going to put here. So p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 square minus 7 into minus 1 plus 9. So minus 1 square is 1, minus into minus is plus, 7 plus 9. So 1 plus 7 is 8, 8 plus 9 is 17. So what is 17 here? We have to find out the remainder. So we will say the remainder is 17. The remainder is 17. This is your answer. Okay, let us try doing the second row. divide this second polynomial. This is the second sum. Okay, so we have to divide this first polynomial with the second. The divisor is minus a, so we are going to put or take x is equal to a, because opposite of minus a is going to be plus a, and in place of x everywhere I will put a. So p of a is equal to 2a cube minus 2a square plus a into a minus a. So let us see what we get when you solve this. 2 of a cube will be 2a cube minus 2a square plus a into a is a square minus a. Now let us find out whether we have any like terms here. Cube, we don't have any other cube. Square, we have the other square, right? So we'll solve these, okay, and write the remaining as it is. So here how will we write it? 2a cube minus into plus is minus. So this will be minus a square minus a. Minus into plus is minus, 2 minus 1 is 1, and sign of a bigger number, this minus a. So this is your remainder is going to be 2a cube minus a square minus a. Now let us proceed towards the next question. Now the third sum. So here we have to divide it by m minus 3. So we are going to take m is equal to 3. Opposite of minus 3 will be plus 3. And we are going to substitute the value of 3 here in this place of m. So 54 m cube. So 3 cube minus 18 m. In place of m we are going to write down 3 square minus 27. In place of m we will write down 3 plus 5. Now 54 as it is, cube of 3 is 27 plus 18 into square of 3 is 9 minus 27 into 3 plus 5. Now 54 into 27 is 1458. 18 into 9 is 162. 27 into 3 is 81, and this is 5. So here there is a subtraction and here there are additions, right? So 145 plus 162 plus 5. So I've written it, I've rearranged it, but it's not necessary. 1458 plus 162 plus 5 you'll write down minus 81. So when you solve this 1458 plus 5, it is 1463, and then you can add to this 162. So when you add these, 3 plus 2 will give you 5, 6 plus 6 will give you 12, 1 is carried, 1 plus 1 will be 2, and 4 plus 2 will be 6, and this is 1 minus 81. So when you will solve this, you will get answer as 1544. In the sixth sum, we have if the polynomial y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m is divided by y plus 2. So this is being divided by y plus 2 and the remainder is 50. Oh, the answer is also given to you. You don't have to find out the remainder here. So what are you supposed to find out is m. There is m in this polynomial that we are supposed to find out. So I have already written py is equal to y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m. What will be our next step, children? We see what is a divisor. The divisor is y plus 2. So we will take the opposite of plus 2, which will be minus 2. Okay, so here I'll write down p of minus 2, and this will become minus 2 cube minus 5 2 square plus 7 into 2 plus m. Yes, in place of y I put numbers here. Okay, now p of minus 2 is 50. Now what will be the cube of 2? It will be 8, and this is a odd part, so this will become minus. If you don't understand, you can do it like this: minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus, minus. So minus. Now here 5. Square of 2 will be 4, plus 7 2s are 14, plus m. So 50 is equal to minus 8, minus 5 4s are 20, plus 14 plus m. We'll keep m alone and we'll take everyone on the other side. When these numbers will go on the other side, their signs will change. So minus 8, when it comes here, it will become plus here. Minus 20 becomes plus 20, and plus 14 becomes minus 14 is equal to m. So 50 plus 8 is 58. 58 plus 20 is 78 minus 14 is equal to m. Now 8 minus 4 is 4, 7 minus 1 is 6, and m. So m is equal to 64. This is how we find out the answer. The polynomial is given and we have to find out the value of m. Okay, so now here what are the things that are given to us? Let us find out. Dividend is given, divisor is given, and remainder is also given. So answer is already given. What you are supposed to find out is m. Here this m we are supposed to find out. So first what we do, we write down the equation, the polynomial as it is, and then in place, now since the divisor is y plus 2, we are going to take the value of y as minus 2 and we are going to substitute minus 2 at all the places. So p of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 cube minus 5 minus 2 square plus 7 minus 2 plus m. So p of minus 2 is already given to us as 50 because I've told no the remainder is 50. So when you'll solve this, you'll get answer as 50. So p of minus 2 is 50. When answer is already given, no, you substitute it here on the left hand side. Okay. Now minus 2 cube will be minus 8. How do you know this? Either you do it like this, minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, or else when the power is odd, the sign remains the same. Now minus 5 minus 2 square, minus 2 into minus 2 will be 4 plus 7 2s are 14, so it will be minus 14 plus n. So in the next step we'll have 50 is equal to minus 8, 5 4s are 20, plus into minus minus 14 plus n. All these three will go on this side, so 50 plus 8 plus 20 plus 14 will give m. 50 plus 8 will be 58, 58 plus 20 will be 78 plus 14 is equal to m. So 78 plus 14 is going to give you 92. Seventh question says, use the factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. Now, first of all, what do you mean by a factor? It is very important for you to understand, children. Suppose I give you a number 10 and the 10 number comes in whose table? 1's table, 2's table, it comes in 5's table and 10's table, right? So this 10, 1, 2, 5 and 10 are the factors of the number 10, right? Similarly, in this chapter also, we have polynomials and we are finding out the factors of the polynomials. Okay, so here like this polynomial is given to you, x square plus 2x plus 3. You have to find out whether this is a factor of this. Okay, that means whether this x square plus 2x minus 3 comes in x plus 3 table. Okay, when you multiply it with something, whether you get that answer or not. So basically when you are asked such question, no, use a factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is a factor or not of this or not. So what you're supposed to do is, you first write down whatever polynomial is given and then you take the opposite of plus 3, which is minus 3, and substitute here. If you get your answer as 0, okay, then it is a factor. If you get any other value apart from 0, then you cannot say it is a factor. Okay, why we are saying that it is a factor, children? Because see, when we write down p of x, okay, now when we are doing this, p of x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 3, and then we are going to substitute p of minus 3, which will be minus 3 square plus 2 of minus 3 minus 3. So minus 3 square will be 9 plus 2 3s will be minus 6 minus 3. So this becomes 9 minus 6 minus 3. So 9 minus 6 will be 3. 3 minus 3 will be 0. So whenever we solve this, what is this, children? This is always the remainder. Yes. So what are we understanding from entire question? That we are supposed to find out whether this is a factor of this. Okay. Now when you normally divide any number, say for example, if I have 25 and if I divide it by 5, if 25 comes in 5's table, how will we understand when 5 5s are 25? Okay, and the remainder is 0. Whenever you get remainder of any division as 0, that means this is a factor of this, right? 5 is a factor of 25, right? Because it is coming in 5's table. Correct. So when do we get remainder as 0? When that number is divisible by the dividend is divisible by divisor. So here what are we getting 0 as? This is a remainder we are getting as 0, right? That means it is entirely divisible, and hence we will say therefore x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3. Okay. Now let us move towards the 8th question. Now, if x minus 2 is a factor of x cube, okay, so now they are already saying that this is a factor of this. Now, whenever you look at the sentence, you should understand, okay, if this is a factor of this, that means the remainder will be 0, like, okay, like it was in the previous example. So, whenever any binomial, monomial or trinomial is a factor of any polynomial, then we should always recollect immediately that, okay, remainder is going to be 0 because it is a factor of this. Okay, and so here what are we supposed to do? We are not supposed to find out what is p of minus 2. Here we are supposed to find out what is the value of m. There is m here which we are supposed to find out. So how are we going to do that? Let us understand. So we write down p of x is equal to x cube minus mx square plus 10x minus 20. Okay, now after doing this, what we do? We will substitute the value of minus 2, opposite of minus 2, which will be plus 2. So p of 2 will be plus 2. 2 cube minus m into 2 square plus 10 into 2 minus 2. Okay, now what are we going to do here? See, 2 of cube of 2 is 8 minus 2 square will be 4. Plus 10 to the 20 minus 20. This plus 20 minus 20 will get cancelled. So what you will left with? 8 minus 4 m. Now look here. What about this? How are we going to solve this? P of 2. Children, what have they told? That x minus 2 is a factor, right? So if it is a factor, that means the remainder is going to be 0. So answer will be 0, right? So we'll put 0 here. Okay. And now, so what will happen now? You either can shift 8 here or minus 4m here. This minus 4m is having negative sign, so I'll shift that on the other side. So it becomes 0 plus 4m is equal to 8. So m is equal to 8 upon 4. So m is equal to 2. So this is your answer. By using the factor theorem in the following examples, determine whether qx is a factor of px or not. So this we have already done, children. If we are supposed to find out whether any polynomial is a polynomial is a factor, what we do, we put the value of divisor in the dividend, and if we get the answer as 0, then it is a factor. If we do not get the remainder as 0, then it won't be a factor of the given polynomial. Now here, if I want to find out the answer, solution. Okay, so my p of x is equal to x cube minus x square minus x minus 1. What am I going to substitute to find out the answer as 0? See here, q of x is minus 1. They have told, no, find whether qx is a factor or not. So I'll substitute, instead of minus 1, I'll take the opposite, will be plus 1. So 1 cube minus 1 square minus 1 minus 1. So 1 cube will be 1, 1 square will be 1, minus 1, minus 1. So 1 minus 1 will be 0, 0 minus 1 will be minus 1 minus 1 will be 0, minus 1, minus 1. So 0, and this minus 1 will become minus 2. So this becomes minus 2. So your answer will be minus 2. Since minus 2 is not 0, okay, so we will say that since p of 1 is not equal to 0, we are not getting as 0, right? Since it is not equal to 0, we'll say that q of x is not a factor of p of x. Okay, now let us move towards the second sub question. So let us solve this in the similar manner. P of x is 2 of 2x cube minus x square minus 45. Okay, so what is this? X minus 3. So I'll take plus 3. So P of plus 3 is equal to 2 into 3 cube minus 3 square minus 45. So this will be P of 3 is equal to cube of 3 is 27. Yes, and square of 3 is 9 minus 45. So P of 3, when you solve this, you will get 54 minus 9 minus 45. So P of 3, when you will solve, 54 minus 9 will be 45. 45 minus 45 will be 0. So we are getting answer as 0, and therefore we'll say, yes, therefore we'll say that QX is a factor of P of X. This is your final statement. This